Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek here, and I am doing a Let's Look at Paranautical activity. So this is a game that I picked up in the Humble Weekly Roguelike sale, and I thought it would be a good chance for me to show you guys my first impressions on the game. I have seen the game, but I have not played the game for more than a few minutes. So without further ado, let's get started. So it looks like, similar to Binding of Isaac, we get to kind of choose how we start. So we've got a few weapon options here. I think I'll go ahead and start with the bow. I think probably after each time I die, I will just go back and try a different weapon, and we will see if I make it through all the weapons in this little Let's Look At. So, most often I have heard the game be compared to Binding of Isaac, and basically called a first-person Binding of Isaac. And as we can see, it looks like on the bottom we've kind of got our map. So this would be equivalent to like our shop in Isaac. Got $100. I can get a magnet. So clearly it kind of works like Binding of Isaac, because I have no idea what any of these do. I'm gonna guess the magnet kind of does what it does in Binding of Isaac, and things will fly closer to me, like items after I finish a room. But I'm going to see what kind of money I end up with as I play a little farther here. So one thing I will say, because I only played long enough to change the settings around a little to work for me and work a little bit better for the recording. I don't know if it's just because I don't play a lot of PC first-person shooters, but the mouse sensitivity was like crazy. And let me show you. So like, this is what I'm at right now, and I'm comfortable with this, but I'm used to playing shooters with a controller. I know, console scum and all that, but if I go into the controls, this is where I've got the sensitivity at. So like, just for example, if I were to put it all the way up, this is what the game's got me going at. So I don't know why that's even an option, but just so you guys know, if you want to pick up this game, you may have to fiddle around with the sensitivity a little bit to do what works best for you. And speaking of picking up this game, I will link to it in the description, as I always do. It is on Steam Early Access, so it's not out yet, but you can buy it now, and you will get all future updates, and you'll get the full game when it's released. Whoa, what is... Oh, I didn't... Oh, okay. That guy's not dead. This, Satan guy up here was not quite finished. So what do we have here? Well, this is a red room. I'm gonna assume that's the boss. And if this is anything like Isaac, I'm probably kind of looking for an item room before I go fight him. Or her. Or whatever it will be. So I definitely can see... Okay, well, that's okay. That was the end of that run. Let's try out the dynamite. Oh, goodness. Okay. I probably should have realized that that does that before I just shot it in my little enclosed space. Okay, well... And they don't explode on impact, so that is going to make things a little interesting. So I guess one thing to note is that when I changed weapons, I also have more health than I had when I was using the David Bowie. So I suppose it really does kind of work like Isaac, where rather than just picking weapons, in a way I'm kind of picking a character or a class, maybe, might be the best way to describe that. So that is nice to know that it's not just weapon changes. What is this? Press, well, what's the use? Okay, well, you guys are gonna... Oh! Oh, that did it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that that just made me a little bit faster, probably. So it is nice to note... Oh my goodness, those guys get me every time. It is nice to note that when I... Oh, I guess maybe it's only for that one that you have a secondary weapon. Oh, this one does too. So I guess some of the stranger weapons will have... Okay, yeah, so... Oh, and I guess that's how you use bombs. Whoa! Okay. So those are the two weapons for this one. And again, I have 6 health. So... Even though I don't normally like first-person shooters, I'm having a pretty good time with this one so far. It's fun. I could definitely see myself putting some more time in, trying to get through the floors. Let's see. Sorry about that, I'm just kind of concentrating. As I said, first-person shooters are definitely not my forte. I really, really like the art. It looks great. The lighting effects here are really, really nice. Of course, everything is kind of voxel-based, as we can see. Which, of course, kind of gives it the 3D pixelated kind of feeling, which looks really good. So I would imagine that you can spend a lot of time with this game, similar to something like Isaac, just trying to learn what items do, you know, find different combinations. Okay, so you've got a sickle, scissors, poison bombs. I don't know if I really want any of those. Oh, oops. Okay, well, here's our boss. Our first boss is a giant floating whale. Okay. Well, it seems to be going alright so far. Let's see. Well, it's shooting at us. I suppose this kind of feels like fighting... Oh, and I died. Something hit me. Kind of felt a little similar to, like, Monstro in The Binding of Isaac. So let's try out this next weapon. Oh, we've got kind of a sickle thing going. Oh, interesting. It's kind of got a boomerang effect. And it doesn't go as far as I want it to. Oof. Oh, and I've got really low health with this character. So this character has been my lowest health by far. But it seems like this thing has pretty high damage, so it kind of feels like maybe kind of like a Judas in The Binding of Isaac. Low health, but I can do a fair amount of damage. As long as this thing hits, it seems like it's pretty much doing the job. What do we got in here? Oh, goodness, this is like a mini-boss, I guess. Okay, well, this is not the easiest thing to use on bosses, that's for sure. Oof. So, unlike the other series, I cannot guarantee that I will make it even past the first floor on this. As you can see, it's pretty tough at the beginning. The tank. Okay, so this is clearly just a shotgun. We are just kind of going to go at it. I do have a lot of bombs and a lot of health. This character, I guess, class, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, that is a difference from Isaac, obviously, because we are in first person. We don't really have a sense of like what kind of character we are, which is a little different, because I feel like sometimes with Isaac I play runs a little differently based on the character I am. But that is something that first-person shooters often struggle with anyways, is kind of character identity. I do kind of like, though, that just like finding items in Isaac, even choosing your weapon at the beginning feels like kind of a learning experience. You know, you've really got, you can guess, but you've really got no idea what each weapon is going to act like until you give it a shot. Okay, I don't know what I just picked up is. It looks like kind of like a golden heart. So I don't know if maybe that'll heal me. My guess it would have something to do with my health, but it is purely guessing based on what it is. Well, I kind of like the shotgun. I seem to be doing all right. I don't mind having the added health either. Seems like a pretty good benefit. Yeah, I would be able to easily recommend this game to anyone who likes really any roguelikes, but especially if you like Binding of Isaac and if you like playing first-person shooter games, this is like kind of an obvious pick, because it seems like a pretty good blend. It will be interesting if I can ever get far enough to see if the later floors kind of progress like Binding of Isaac and start to look different. I would definitely bet on the fact that they probably get harder. Oh, those can blow up. Interesting. They look really nice blowing up too. I like the particles. Looks good. Yeah, I would guess it would definitely get harder, and I would guess that the floors probably start to look pretty different as you go on. But we will probably not find that out. Of course, they might not look that different. Being that the game is called Paranautical Activity, I'm assuming that we are probably on a boat. It kind of looks like could be the inside of a boat. Maybe like a big old battleship or something. Okay, so we've got kind of a different boss here. We've got kind of the Loki or the Fallen effect, where we've just got two of the same. Oh, and then they split. Okay. So yes, we have seen this situation. Hopefully I can live here. Oh, I did pick up, it looks like a piece of armor, so I'm assuming that'll be kind of like a soul heart in Isaac, and it'll just take a hit for me rather than taking my health. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. Oh, is that a heart? Yep. And it looks like I just might be able to squeeze through this one. Yeah. Alright, so with that, we have beaten the first floor. Oh, we got double jump. That, yeah, that's definitely seems useful. I like that. Woo. Okay, what is this? feet. Okay, well, maybe I should have just gone on to the next floor. We will have to see if I can beat this guy. Of course, if I can get rid of his extra guys in here, I think it'll probably be a little bit easier. Oh, well, I at least beat the boss. Alright, and it looks like that is every weapon we've tried out, so I definitely did the best with this one. I think I will keep with this one for now. See what's in our shop here. Don't know what any of that is, and I doubt I'll be able to buy it. It seems like I picked up probably about 100 cents on the last game where I just about finished a floor. Although I suppose it probably works off random chance how much money you get, and if you get money at all from an enemy when you kill it, so I suppose it could get pretty variable. Is that everyone in this room? No, the doors aren't open. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, and this little guy too. Okay. I would like to see if I can make it to the second floor. So I think if I beat the boss this time, I will just go straight to the second floor and not try to explore the rest of the floor. But this will probably end up being a pretty short video, just because I kind of want to give you guys a feel for what exactly this game is and what's going on in it. So like I said, I will link to the Steam Early Access page, which I believe has all of the information to contact the dev on it as well. And let's see, his company making this, I believe it's him and maybe one or two other people working on it. I know he's got someone working on the music, and I think someone is helping him with the art. But that company is CodeAvarice, so if you just Google CodeAvarice, you can also find his website that way, and it will give you all of Mike Malbeck's information about the game. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that I took this long to get into it, but you know, no better time than the present. Still not quite out yet, so I suppose some things will still change a little bit. Blubber. Boost health, lower speed. Yeah, I figured it was probably kind of like lard. So, sorry if you guys are not familiar with The Binding of Isaac. If you check out some of my other videos, if you haven't already, then you can become, okay, we have not, ooh, we got a ninja, we have not seen this guy before. You can kind of start watching my series on Binding of Isaac and you'll get a little better idea of what I'm talking about. But out of all the roguelikes, I am most familiar with Binding of Isaac, so it's kind of what I've got to base everything on as far as items. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should not have taken the blubber, because I am moving very, very slowly now, and I could see how that could quickly become a detriment to my success here, depending on what I end up with. These normal enemies don't seem too bad, although it's a little harder to dodge the bullets. But I could imagine not doing well against a boss going this slow. So maybe I will get lucky and find some kind of speed up. I suppose again it's pretty similar to Isaac, and there will be kind of a goal target speed that you want to get each run, but you don't really want to be too much lower or too much higher than that. So it looks like going to the second floor, it does not look different, but as I said, we are probably on a big boat, so I wouldn't expect different floors of a boat to look that different. Yeah, one thing I would kind of like to see is probably more enemy types. You know, we've played 5 or 6 games now, and even on the second floor, the enemy types are not that different. I think the ninja is really the only thing that was added. So, I don't know, I think it would be more exciting to have more enemy types, definitely. But it is still in early access, so there's plenty of time to change things. And he may be working on more things to add to the game right now. Let's see. Okay, I still don't really know what the use button is, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. It is E. I didn't see what that did, though. I feel slower, though. I feel like it probably slowed me down even more. Okay, we got this oh, great. And he shoots at spiders. And if it's anything like Binding of Isaac, spiders are going to be a pain. Oh, and there's so many of them, and I'm so slow. Well, I think that is probably a good time to wrap up this first Let's Look At. So I will definitely link to the Steam Early Access page so you guys can check it out if you are interested in getting the game. I believe it is, when this goes up, there will still be a little bit of time left in the Humble Weekly sale, so you could also pick it up that way and get 5 other games along with it. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something about the game, or if you are familiar with the game, at least got a little bit of a laugh at how terrible I was. If you have any comments, please feel free to comment. If you've got any games that you'd like me to take a look at, comment, and I will see what I can do. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It could help a lot. And thank you very much. I will see you next time.